In our final segment focusing on the C-rank teams, we analyze the last 5 teams: Oakland Athletics, Los Angeles Angels, Miami Marlins, Colorado Rockies, and Chicago White Sox. Oakland Athletics. Team analysis. As the A's continue their struggles, 2025 brings an added challenge. Playing in a temporary home in Sacramento due to relocation plans, the team remains one of the weakest in MBL, with significant issues in both offense and pitching. Rookie Zach Gelof, 2B, showed promise in late 2024 and is expected to be a key hitter, but offensive depth is severely lacking. Speedster Esteury Ruiz, OF, won the stolen base title but struggles with on-base percentage. The rotation is filled with unproven arms led by Mason Miller, RHP, whose 102-mile-per-hour fastball makes him a potential ace if he stays healthy. JP Sears and Paul Blackburn are serviceable but unreliable, and the bullpen lacks a clear closing setup. Defensive inexperience also remains a major issue. Key players: Zach Gelof, 2B/3B, a top rookie candidate with power potential. Shea Langeliers, C, strong-armed catcher with emerging leadership. Breakout candidate: Mason Miller, RHP, elite velocity but needs durability. Tyler Soderstrom, first base/catcher, looking to rebuild his offensive approach. Playoff chances, extremely low. After back-to-back 100-loss seasons, Oakland faces another challenging year. Winning more games than last season is the first step, but with roster instability and relocation distractions, 2025 is all about developing young talent for the future. Los Angeles Angels. Team analysis. With Shohei Ohtani gone, Dodgers, and years of struggles, the Angels face a pivotal season. Mike Trout, center field, remains, but frequent injuries have led to a move to corner outfield in 2025. Anthony Rendon, third base, is unreliable due to injuries, and Nolan Schanuel, first base, while showing high OBP, lacks power. Overall, the offense ranks among MLB's worst. The rotation lacks an ace, with Patrick Sandoval, LHP, and Reed Detmers, RHP, serving as mid-tier arms. No major pitching upgrades were made in the offseason, leaving them undermanned on the mound. Carlos Estevez, CL, was solid in 2024, but a lack of wins meant limited closing opportunities. Defensively, the outfield weakens as Trout shifts, impacting center field coverage. Key players: Mike Trout, OF, still a leader, but durability is a concern. Logan O'Hoppe, C, power-hitting young catcher, future core piece. Breakout candidate: Zach Neto, SS, solid all-around play, could be a rare bright spot. Ben Joyce, RHP, flame-throwing reliever, possible future closer. Playoff chances, extremely low. The Angels haven't made the playoffs since 2014, and that streak is unlikely to end in 2025. They are firmly in the AL West basement with no clear direction, whether to rebuild or try to compete. A .500 record is the most realistic goal before considering a full-scale reset. Miami Marlins. Team analysis. The Marlins boast strong pitching but remain hampered by a weak offense. A major boost comes with the return of ace Sandy Alcantara from Tommy John surgery. The 2022 Cy Young winner could significantly improve the rotation if he regains form. Young star Yuri Perez, RHP, also emerged in 2024, making him a top NL Comeback Player of the Year candidate. With Jesus Luzardo, LHP, in the mix, Miami's rotation remains among the league's best. The bullpen, led by Tanner Scott and AJ Puck, is solid. However, the lineup is among MLB's weakest. Luis Arias, 2B, is a high-contact hitter but lacks power. Jazz Chisholm Jr., CF, has speed and pop but is injury-prone. The departure of slugger Jorge Soler in 2024 worsened their power-hitting problem. Young outfielders Brian De La Cruz and Jesus Sanchez have yet to break out, and the infield defense is below average. Miami's imbalance, elite pitching but a weak offense, continues to hold them back. Key players: Luis Arias, 2B, elite contact hitter, batting near .350. Jazz Chisholm Jr., OF, 20 hours per 20 sets potential if healthy. Breakout candidate Yuri Perez, RHP, at 19 he showed ace potential in 2024. Jake Eder, first base, a promising young bat waiting for an opportunity. Playoff chances, low. After a surprise 2023 playoff berth, Miami fell to 79 wins in 2024 due to Alcantara's absence. While his return is a major boost, their offense remains a liability. Unless they find consistent run production, a .500 record is likely their ceiling. Playing in the NL East against the Braves, Phillies, and Mets makes postseason hopes extremely difficult. Colorado Rockies. Team analysis. The Rockies continue to struggle, enduring back-to-back 100-loss seasons as both their offense and pitching falter. Once known for power hitting, they have lost key sluggers like Trevor Story and Nolan Arenado, significantly reducing their home run output. A bright spot in 2024 was Nolan Jones, first baseman/outfielder, who led the team in home runs and OPS, securing his spot as the new offensive leader. However, Chris Bryant's injuries have kept him from being a reliable contributor, and Ezequiel Tovar SS remains strong defensively but inconsistent at the plate. The pitching staff remains in shambles with the worst ERA in MLB in 2024. German Marquez RHP is set to return from Tommy John surgery, but their rotation lacks dependable arms. Kyle Freeland, left-handed pitcher, has regressed, while young lefty Austin Gomber is still inconsistent. The bullpen struggles to hold leads, and the spacious Coors Field outfield continues to expose defensive weaknesses. Key players: Nolan Jones, first base outfielder, emerging slugger and team's best hitter. Ryan McMahon, 3B, veteran power hitter and infield leader. Breakout candidate: Michael Toglia, first base outfield, power hitting prospect aiming for a starting role. Zach Veen, OF, former top prospect trying to rebound from injuries. Playoff chances extremely low. The Rockies remain in full rebuild mode with back-to-back 100-loss seasons and no clear direction yet. Their unique challenges at altitude make improvement difficult, but developing young hitters and strengthening pitching are the top priorities. Avoiding another 100-loss season is the first step before they can think about competing again in the future. Chicago White Sox. Team analysis: the White Sox endured a disastrous 2024 season, setting a modern MLB worst record with 121 losses. The franchise is now in full-scale rebuild mode, facing issues in hitting, pitching, and defense. Luis Robert Jr. Oshov was the lone bright spot, delivering 30 home runs and 80 RBIs, but his efforts were wasted on a struggling team. Eloy Jimenez, DH, provided some power but remains injury-prone. Meanwhile, Tim Anderson, shortstop, parted in free agency, and rookie Oscar Colas, outfielder, struggled against MLB pitching. The offense finished dead last in scoring, making it a primary focus for rebuilding. The starting rotation is in shambles, with Dylan Cease, RHP, suffering inconsistencies and trade rumors swirling around him. Lucas Giolito and other key pitchers were already traded, leaving no clear future ace. The bullpen isn't much better, though closer Liam Hendriks' return was a positive, even if his durability remains a concern. Defensive and base-running fundamentals were poor, and effort and attitude issues raised further red flags. Key players: Luis Robert Jr., OF, the team's only true star, though his future with the team is uncertain. Eloy Jimenez, DH, powerful bat but injury-prone. Breakout candidate: Colson Montgomery, SS, top prospect expected to debut in 2025. Garrett Crochet, LHP, once a top bullpen arm, now trying to convert to a starter. Playoff chances near zero. The White Sox's 121 losses in 2024 were the most in MLB's modern era since 1900. The front office has undergone major changes, and the team is in the early stages of a long rebuild. Playoff contention in 2025 is unrealistic, as the focus will be on changing team culture, developing young talent, and laying the foundation for future success.